All right, jumping right in. We're looking at Easy Trip Planners today,
Mm.
the company behind Ease My Trip.
Yep.
They just released their Q2 FY25 financials,
Right.
and we've got their investor presentation and press release
Okay.
ready to break it all down.
It's a really interesting company to look at, especially in the Indian travel market.
For sure.
For those who don't know,
Yeah.
Easy Trip Planners is the second largest
Wow.
online travel platform in India.
Okay.
They're known for having no convenience fees,
Hmm.
which has been really disruptive.
I'm curious about that.
Yeah.
Is that sustainable?
It's a question a lot of people have. you
Yeah.
know.
How do they make money?
So they generate revenue from commissions
Okay.
from airlines and hotels.
Got it.
And they also offer other services like travel insurance
Okay.
and Forex.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a balancing act,
Yeah.
keeping those profits up
Right.
while also undercutting their competition.
Exactly.
But so far,
Yeah.
it seems like they're doing pretty well.
So they're walking the walk,
Uh-huh.
but are they talking the talk?
Right.
What are these financials telling us?
On the surface, the numbers look good.
Okay.
They have a gross booking revenue of over 20 billion rupees
Okay.
for Q2.
Right.
And that brings their total for the first half of FY25
Yeah.
to over 43 billion.
Okay. Big numbers.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, I get a little lost sometimes.
Sure.
What does that actually mean?
So gross booking revenue,
Yep.
it's the total value of all the bookings.
Okay.
So every flight,
Okay.
hotel reservation,
Uh-huh.
all of that adds up
Makes sense.
to the gross booking revenue.
Okay.
But the real measure of success is the PAT,
The what?
the profit after tax. How much they get to keep after all the expenses.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So what's the verdict there?
For Q2, their PAT is 258.7 million rupees,
Okay.
which is a profit margin of 17.3%.
Okay.
For the first half of the year,
Yeah.
the PAT is 583.5 million.
Right. With a margin of 19.1%.
That's pretty solid,
Yeah, these are good numbers.
especially for a new tech company.
Exactly. A lot of them struggle
Yeah.
to turn a profit.
For sure.
The press release also mentions adjusted revenue.
Yes.
How does that fit in?
Adjusted revenue is the income they generate
Okay.
from operations
Got it.
without certain one-off things.
Okay.
In Q2, it was 2,099.5 million rupees,
Okay.
about 10% of their gross booking revenue.
Right.
And for the first half of the year, it was over 4 billion,
Got it.
which is about 9.5% of their gross bookings.
So that's the snapshot.
Mm-hmm.
How does it compare to last year?
Right.
Are they doing better or worse?
This is where things get interesting.
Ooh.
Their gross booking revenue is up slightly compared to last year,
Right.
but revenue from operations is
Yeah.
only up by 2.1%.
Not a huge jump.
Right.
Anything else stand out?
One thing is the decrease in PT.
Mm.
Last year, it was 469.6 million for Q2. And this year, it's down to 258.7.
That's a pretty big drop.
It is.
What could be causing that?
There could be a few reasons.
Like,
Maybe more competition.
okay,
That could be squeezing their margins.
makes sense.
Or maybe they're investing more in growth initiatives.
That makes sense.
It's hard to say for sure.
Yeah,
But it's something to keep an eye on.
definitely.
Yeah.
So we have the overview of their financials,
Right.
but they're not just about flights anymore, right?
Exactly.
They're doing more now.
They've been trying to diversify
Yeah.
their revenue streams
Makes sense.
to go beyond just air ticketing.
It's like adding more tools to their
Yes.
travel toolbox.
Exactly.
So which segments are doing the best?
Their hotels and holiday packages are doing really well.
All right.
In Q2, they had a 75.3% increase
Wow.
year on year
Okay.
in hotel nights booked.
That's huge.
Yes, a total of 2.2 lakh bookings.
So they're tapping into that hotel demand?
It seems so.
What about other areas?
Right.
Beyond flights and hotels.
Their trains, buses, and others segment
Yeah.
is also growing,
Okay.
but more slowly.
All right.
They had a 3.3% increase year on year.
Okay, so not as big as
Right.
hotels.
But it still shows they're expanding
Yeah.
into different travel options.
But let's be real.
Yeah.
Air travel is still their main thing.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
It's still the biggest part of
Yeah.
their business.
For sure.
In Q2, they had 25.9 lakh air bookings.
That's a lot.
It is.
So for our listeners,
Yeah.
think about your own travel.
Uh-huh.
Do you mostly book flights
Right.
or other types of travel?
Yeah. Are you the type of traveler that Easy Trip Planners is targeting?
That's a great point.
Thanks. thanks.
It's about connecting these numbers back to our own experiences.
Exactly.
But before we get wanderlust and start planning our next trip,
Okay.
let's look at how easy Trip Planners is innovating.
Sure.
There's some interesting things coming up.
They do.
They're not just riding the wave.
Yeah.
They're trying to stay ahead.
They're shaping the future of travel.
Okay, now you've got me interested.
Good.
What are they working on?
Well, one thing is scanmytrip.com.
Interesting name.
It's on the ONDC network.
Okay, I need some context.
Yeah.
What's the ONDC network?
Yeah, so the ONDC network stands for
Okay,
Open Network for Digital Commerce.
got it.
It's an initiative from the Indian government
Okay,
to make e-commerce more accessible,
okay.
to make it so small businesses
Wow.
can compete with big companies.
So it's about leveling the playing field.
Exactly.
How does scanmytrip.com fit in?
So Span My Trip is India's first travel marketplace.
Wow.
That's built on the ONDC platform.
Okay.
And Easy Trip Planners isn't just listing their own services,
But
they're opening it up to others,
We're
even their competitors.
Interesting. So they're not trying to hoard their customers.
Right.
They're sharing.
It's a long-term strategy.
Makes sense.
By using the ONDC network,
Yeah.
they're becoming pioneers in this new digital space.
Okay.
It helps them reach more customers
Got it.
and rely less
Yeah.
on traditional marketing.
So it's not just about being nice.
Oh.
There's a business reason too.
Definitely.
It's like they're building a new ecosystem,
Yes,
not just focusing on their own piece.
exactly. But there are challenges.
Like what?
They need to onboard all these agents,
Yeah.
make sure transactions go smoothly,
Sure.
and maintain quality.
That's a lot.
It is.
So it's a bold move
Uh-huh.
with potential rewards,
Yes,
but also risks.
for sure.
What else are they doing to stay ahead?
Well, they're also expanding offline.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they want to have 100 franchise stores
Wow.
by 2025.
It seems counterintuitive to invest in physical stores
Right.
when everything is online.
It's because a lot of people
Yeah.
still prefer face-to-face,
I would bet
especially for complex bookings
that makes sense.
or when they want advice. These stores let them reach those customers
Got it.
and build trust.
Interesting. So they're blending online and offline.
Yeah, they're catering to both.
Makes sense.
Exactly. And they're also
Yeah.
forming partnerships
Yeah.
to reach more people.
Like who?
One is with PhonePe
Okay.
for hotel bookings.
PhonePe, the payment platform.
Yeah,
That seems like a good fit.
you're right.
PhonePe has so many users.
Exactly.
It gives easy trip planners a wider reach.
For sure. And they want to expand it
And what?
to activities and cab bookings.
Wow. So everything in one app?
Yeah, all within PhonePe.
That's convenient.
It is.
Any other partnerships?
They're also working with the Haifa Festival in 2024.
The Film Awards. What
Yeah.
are they doing?
You're offering special holiday packages
Okay.
that include Haifa passes.
That's clever.
Yeah, they're tapping into that excitement.
Yeah. It's not just a trip.
Right.
It's an experience.
Exactly. They're understanding their audience.
Mm.
And they're also working with Bank of Baroda
Okay.
to offer a travel debit card.
What does that do?
It gives you discounts on bookings,
Okay.
access to airport lounges,
Nice.
and even air insurance.
That's a lot of perks.
It's all about encouraging loyalty
Yeah.
and giving more value to customers.
So it's not just about getting new customers. It's
Yeah.
keeping the ones they have.
Exactly.
Or-
And they're not afraid
Yeah.
to offer limited time deals.
Okay.
Like their recent Azadi mega sale.
Everyone loves a good sale,
They do.
but can they keep doing that?
It's a balance.
Yeah.
They need to be strategic.
Right.
So they don't hurt their profits.
Makes sense.
One thing that helps is their focus on efficiency.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
What proof do we see of that?
Well, their business model
Mm-hmm.
doesn't require a lot of assets, but they don't need to invest
Yeah.
in physical things
Like what?
like airlines or
Yeah.
hotels,
Right.
so they can grow quickly
Yeah.
without spending a lot of money.
So they're lean.
Yes.
What else shows they're efficient?
If you look at their expenses,
Okay.
they've actually decreased spending
Really?
in a few areas,
like?
like discounts to customers,
Uh
marketing and sales,
huh.
and employee costs.
Wow. So they're getting smarter.
It seems so.
They're optimizing
Exactly.
without sacrificing growth.
Which is key.
It is, especially when you
It
consider
is,
the
yes.
bigger picture.
The industry as a whole.
Exactly.
So what's happening in the travel industry?
The travel industry is bouncing back,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, from the pandemic.
Good.
The online travel market
Uh-huh.
is expected to grow
Okay.
at a rate of 26% per year
Wow.
from 2020 to 2024.
That's huge.
It is.
What about India specifically?
India is seeing the same trend.
Okay.
More and more people are booking online.
All right.
Domestic passenger traffic
Yeah.
is also expected to grow.
By how much? By 15% per year.
Right.
From 2023 to 2027.
So there's a lot of room to grow.
There is?
And easy trip planners.
Yeah. Seems well positioned.
But every business faces challenges.
Of course.
What could easy trip planners struggle with?
Well, one obvious one is
Yeah.
competition.
Right.
The Indian OTA market is
Yeah.
very competitive.
Okay.
Easy Trip Planners needs to stay innovative.
To stay ahead.
Exactly.
It's like a race.
It,
What else could impact them?
economic uncertainty is always a factor.
Like what?
Like inflation,
Yeah.
fuel prices changing,
Yeah.
and maybe a global recession.
Those are scary.
They are...
And hard to control.
Right. They have to be able to adapt.
To survive.
Exactly. And then there's also regulations
Right.
for OTAs in India.
Right.
The government could make changes
To what?
to data privacy laws
Right.
or consumer protection
Got it.
or competition rules.
That's a lot to keep up with.
It is.
So staying compliant is important.
Absolutely. It's crucial.
For the long term.
For sure.
And for you, our listener.
Yes.
Think about these challenges.
Mm-hmm.
What other things?
Yeah. Could easy trip planners face?
It's a tough industry.
It is.
Things change all the time.
For sure.
So it's a tough industry.
It is.
Things change all the time.
For sure. And it's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
But I think easy trip planners,
Ah.
they're doing a good job.
So they're up for the challenge.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Okay, so we talked about Scan My Trip
Right.
and the ONDC network.
Yes.
It's a big change.
It is. It could really
Yeah.
change things.
What other initiatives are they pursuing?
One big one is expanding their offline presence.
Okay.
They want to have 100 franchise stores by 2025.
That's a lot.
It's interesting because
Yeah.
everything is moving online,
Right.
but they're going offline.
Why?
Because some people still prefer
Yeah.
face-to-face interaction.
Yeah.
Especially for complex bookings
Wow.
or if they need advice.
Right.
So these stores will let them reach those customers.
And build trust.
Exactly.
It's kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah, they're trying to appeal to
Yeah.
everyone.
That makes sense.
And they're also
Yeah.
partnering with other companies to
Cool.
expand their reach,
Like who?
like Phone Peeker
Oh, okay.
for hotel bookings.
Right. They have a huge user base.
Exactly.
So easy trip planners.
Yeah. Can tap into that.
And they plan to expand that partnership
Yes.
to what?
To things like activities
Okay.
and cab booking.
So everything
Yeah.
all in one place.
That's convenient.
It is.
Any other partnerships?
They're also working with the
Wait, really?
IFA Festival.
The Film Awards.
Yeah, in 2024.
What are they doing with that?
They're offering
Wait, sorry.
special travel packages
Okay.
that include IFA passes.
That's a cool idea.
It is. They're trying to create an experience. Yeah, not just a trip.
Right.
It's smart.
It is. And they're also partnering with Bank of Baroda
For what?
to offer a travel debit card.
What are the benefits?
You get discounts on bookings.
Okay.
You get access to airport lounges.
Nice.
And you even get air insurance.
That's a lot.
It's all about
Yeah.
building customer loyalty.
And rewarding them for booking.
Exactly. So it's
Yeah.
not just about
Yeah,
getting new customers.
Right.
It's about keeping the ones they have.
that's important.
It is.
And we talked about their Azadi mega sale.
Yes.
Discounts are always popular.
They are, but they have to be careful with
Right.
how often they offer those discounts.
Otherwise, it could hurt their profits. So
Exactly.
they have to find a balance
Yes. And they're doing a good job of that.
by focusing on efficiency.
Exactly.
They've really streamlined their operations,
It seems so.
which is impressive,
It is, especially in such a competitive industry.
right? The travel industry is booming,
It is.
but there's also a lot of competition.
There is easy trip planners.
Yeah.
Has to stay ahead.
But they need to keep innovating
For sure.
and adapting
Yeah.
to the changing market.
Exactly.
A lot to juggle,
It is.
but they seem up for the task.
I think so.
All right, so we've covered a lot
We have.
about easy trip planners.
Yes, their financials,
Yeah.
their strategies.
Their challenges.
It's a fascinating company
It is.
to follow.
What do you think the future holds?
It's hard to say for sure,
Of course.
but I think they have
Yeah.
a lot of potential.
They're definitely ones to watch.
For sure.
It's a lot to consider.
It is.
But I'm impressed
Yeah.
with how ambitious they are.
They're not afraid to take risks.
Exactly. But the question is,
Yeah.
will it be enough
Right. Will it be enough?
to succeed in the long run?
That's the big question.
They had a good Q2.
They did.
Their strategies seem to be working. And they're focused on efficiency.
But like we said,
Yeah.
there are challenges.
Competition.
Right.
The economy.
All those things.
It's unpredictable.
It is.
So what do you think?
Hmm.
Based on all this,
Yeah.
are they on the right track?
I think so.
Okay.
They've really disrupted the industry.
Yeah, they came in strong.
With that no convenience fee model.
Yeah, it was a bold move.
And it's working.
People like it.
They do.
And they're branching out.
Right, diversifying.
But they need to stay agile
Yes,
to keep up
that's the key.
in such a fast-paced market.
Exactly. Things change so quickly.
It's like they're walking a tightrope,
Mm.
balancing growth and profits.
And innovation.
It'll be interesting to see
Yeah.
what they do next.
For sure.
And for our listeners,
Uh-huh.
keep learning. Yeah.
Look at their website.
Read industry reports.
Compare them to their competitors.
Form your own opinions.
Exactly.
This deep dive has given us a lot to think about. It shows that even in a world of data,
Yeah.
it's still people
Uh-huh.
making the decisions.
That shape a company.
The human element is still important.
Very important.
So we'll leave you with this.
Okay.
The travel industry.
Yeah.
It reflects our desire to explore,
To see the world.
to connect with other cultures.
And make memories.
Companies like Easy Trip Planners,
Uh-huh.
they're not just about booking trips.
Right.
They're shaping how we travel.
How we experience the world.
It's a big responsibility.
It is.
And it's constantly evolving
So keep exploring
and questioning.
and keep diving deep.